Hello and welcome back, Husker fans. Nebraska gets the job done. Finally beat those bastards from Iowa. Man, that felt good. They almost gave me a heart attack at the end of that game. I mean, the overtime should have never happened. Jamarcus Lawrence just can't make free throws anymore. That's the reason that happened. But we got it done in overtime on senior day. It was a good way to send off those seniors. Huskers secure the 2 seed in the Big Ten tournament. I did not think they would get it done. If you asked me a couple of weeks ago, I'd have said no way. But luckily, we had the head-to-head win over Michigan State. They lost today to Michigan. We split with Illinois, and they lost one more game in the regular season than we did, or 2 more. So Nebraska ends up the 2 seed in the tournament. I'll get into the bracket and everything that they released. Let's look at the final Big Ten standings. So Michigan on top. They've got Nebraska in a tie for second with Illinois and Michigan State, which we did, but we got the tiebreaker over Michigan State, and then because we had a better overall record than Illinois, we get the edge over them. So even though we're 4th down on the list, we're the 2 seed in the tourney. So what a win. Gave me a heart attack towards the end of that game. I was like, no way we are going to let this slip through our fingers. But we found a way to beat those assholes. Fuck Iowa. How does that taste, you pussies? Now that gives them a taste of their own medicine. And I thought our fans were way less nasty than theirs. I know Sanford, the whole transfer deal, he left Iowa to come to Nebraska, so they had some extra hate for him. But Nebraska fans are such a class act, and I just thought it was a great environment. Wasn't nasty, wasn't any bullshit, but God, it feels good to beat those fuck guys. All right, let's get into my game reactions. So defensively, I'm never going to complain when we win the game. I mean, I'm not bitching, but I really feel like our defense, not just this game, not just against UCLA, I feel like the last, I don't know. Lately, the defense has been not quite as up to par. Iowa, both times we played them, it seems like they have really good ball movement. They're just very well coached. They got a ton of open looks. The last few games, we've been having, teams get wide open looks, and I just feel like their ball movement, they've kind of figured out how to move it around against us, how to beat the no middle. But this game, Iowa got so many open looks. It was infuriating. Like every possession, it felt like they were getting an open 3. Now, I know a lot of that's Bennett Sturts and the way he facilitates and moves the ball. He's quicker than you think. But goddamn, something about that Iowa offense just gives us fits. It was just really frustrating how many open looks they got and how many tough shots we were getting. It seemed like we never got an open look. Senior day. What a senior day for Sam Hoiberg and Rank Mast. Those two and those two only. I'm proud of each of them. Grateful they were Huskers. I really am. Sam was phenomenal in the end of that game with 4 fouls. Rank Mast, even though he didn't go off, he only had 14 points and 3 rebounds, but he played his ass off. Great defense. He was stroking it again from 3, hit a couple. And he hit his free throws, which were huge. So really proud of those two. We finally were able to get that fucking Iowa monkey off our backs for a bit. They've beat our ass in football since 2022. Last season, they kicked our ass in basketball. They kicked our ass the first game this season. We finally are able to get that stupid Hawkeye off our backs for just a little while, and it feels good. And let me say, people need to not forget, Iowa took Michigan last week to the very end. I didn't see the end of that game. I just saw the score. They damn near beat Michigan at home. So this is a good team, better than I initially thought after that first matchup. I got to give them a little credit. Very well coached. They move the ball well, ferocious defensively. They're physical as hell. They're going to win a game or 2 in the NCAA tournament. I bet money on that. But it feels good to get them off our backs. Jamarcus Lawrence, I'm not going to stay on this for very long, but he's driving me absolutely fucking nuts. I'll say it again. He's a senior. I believe he's a 5th-year senior. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. But either way, it doesn't matter. A senior's a senior. He turns the ball over too much. He's sloppy. He's missing every shot he puts up. Yes, maybe he hit a couple threes in this game, but like for the majority of the game, and I'll show you the stats, he sucked. And the worst thing, he missed both of his 1-and-1 free throw attempts to really seal this game in regulation. This game didn't need to go into overtime. What the hell is up with him, man? He was our sharpshooter, lethal first 15 games of the season. He was one of our lethal best scorers. I mean, he put up 27 against Indiana and a huge win in Bloomington. He hit the game winner against Illinois early in the year. And it wasn't just those two games. He was the Michigan game earlier in the year. First 15, 20 games, he was hitting shots. He was a productive scorer. He would facilitate. He was great on defense. Now, he had a good amount of assists again today. He's been much better with his assist rate, but man, I can't get past those free throws he missed. How do you miss those? At home. We've got to be able to count on him from the free throw line. All right, Burke. I love to hate on Burke Buchtengel. He had 8 points. I think he only took 4 shots, too. He was really good today. Smart with the basketball for the most part. He was great on defense. Maybe, I don't know if he had any blocks today, but he was good on defense. Played with good energy. He wasn't a dumb shit with the basketball. Didn't turn it over a bunch. But 8 points is 8 points, and I'll take that any day of the week from Burke Buchtengel. Ranked Mast. He wasn't great, but he hit all of his free throws. He was aggressive taking shots. Those hook shots made a comeback. And he played great defense. He did. He seems to also maybe have gotten a little bit of a stroke back from 3. Huskers needed this win to build some confidence. It's been a minute since we've had a quad 1 win. This is a quad 1 win, even though I was not ranked. And again, I mentioned it. Don't forget, this team almost beat Iowa or Michigan last week. Okay? So this is a damn good basketball team in Iowa. And it feels good to get the win finally. And here's my last game reaction. The best part, even without Sanford lighting it up. And he had a better game than the first matchup, but they were pestering him the whole game. He struggled to get open, but he did a lot of good things without the basketball. His rebounds, his assists. But other Huskers got involved. Cale Jacobson, Sam Hoiberg, Burke Buchtengel, Jared Garcia got more playing time. Typically, it's been Sanford or nothing the last, 10 games for us, it seems like. So I'm just proud of us that we didn't need Sanford to score 20-plus points for us to win a tough quad 1 matchup. That's huge. It gives us a little boost of confidence going into March Madness. All right, let's get into team stats. So, very different than the first matchup. Nebraska outshot Iowa from the field. It was 50% for Nebraska to 48% for Iowa. Look how many free throws Nebraska shot today. That is playing aggressive. That's what I want to see every game for the rest of the season. 20. Now, we didn't make a good enough rate. 20 of 27, but we took 27 free throws. I don't know the last time we've had that many. Iowa was 10 of 15 for 67%. We had the edge there. 20 of 27 for Nebraska. That's 74%. Still not good enough. And those 2 that Jamarcus missed are going to haunt me for a long time. Rebounds, Iowa had the advantage, but by a slim margin. Remember, the first matchup was 37-24. This was 32-29. Okay, offensive rebounds, Iowa had 7 to Nebraska's 5. Much better there. Defensive rebounds, Iowa 25, Nebraska 24. So much better on the glass this game. Assists, Nebraska 18 to Iowa 17. Steals, Nebraska had 11, Iowa just 9. And this was huge. Turnovers, total turnovers, Iowa had 19 to Nebraska's 12. That was a big key in this game. Iowa had the slim edge in points off turnovers, 11-7. But Nebraska had the edge in fast break points, 8-5. And then 34 points in the paint for the Huskers to 30 for Iowa. Nebraska, and I love this, we led for 74% of that game. That's good. So much better on that end. Let's look at the Huskers box score. Once again, I've got my highlights. So let's start with the player of the game, baby. Cale Jacobson, 15 points, 6 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from downtown, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. He could not have played a better game today. He was huge for us to win this game. Without him, we don't win this game, in my opinion. Rank Mass, 14 points, and he hit all of his free throws. He's not getting enough rebounds. That's bullshit to only have 3. Burke, 8 points. That's better for him, believe it or not. Just 3 rebounds, though. Needs to get it going. He shot better from the free throw line, even though he still missed 2. Sanford, 15 points, just 5 of 13 from the field and 2 of 7 from downtown. They were mauling him, but he had 7 rebounds and 5 assists. So even when he doesn't score a bunch, he finds other ways to contribute. Jamarcus just sucked once again, 8 points, but 3 of 11 from the field and just 2 of 6 from downtown. If he doesn't hit those 2 threes, this may have been one of his worst games of the season. He had 6 assists, but he also had 2 turnovers. He did get 2 steals and 2 rebounds, but 0 of 2 from the free throw line and just shot terribly. Sam Hoiberg, 15 points, but he was 5 of 7 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He did turn it over a little too much. I think he was just hyped up for senior day. He was a little spazzy at times, but he got it back with 5 steals. It's incredible effort. Frager, just 6 points. He had an off game, but we didn't need him. Garcia, 3 points. That 3 he hit was awesome. 2 rebounds. And Cale Jacobson, already talked about him. Let's look at Iowa's box score. Best thing we did is shut down Bennett Sturts. Look at it. I didn't even highlight his name. Just 11 points, 4 of 10 shooting, 2 of 7 from downtown. He did have 5 rebounds, 3 assists, but he also turned it over 3 times. Their studs was Cooper Koch. Robin Washut said Cooper Cock today during his post-game report. Cooper Koch, Robin. 18 points. He hit all of his points were from downtown. It seemed like he couldn't miss from 3. He really kept them around in this game. 6 of 12 from downtown. And then Cale Combs, out of nowhere, 18 points, 7 of 14 from the field. And then Tavion Banks, the physical badass inside, 12 points, 7 rebounds. Fogueras had 5 rebounds and 6 assists. But shutting down Bennett Sturts like that is a big deal. I mean, that dude's averaging over 20 a game, one of the best scorers in the Big Ten. We did our part slowing him down. That's another big reason we won this game. So we forced more turnovers. We slowed down Bennett Sturts. And we didn't just have Price Sanford scoring all the points. It was a multitude of guys contributing. That's why the Huskers were able to win the game. And don't forget, the rebounding margin, even though Iowa had the advantage, it was much closer than that first matchup. So we cleaned up everything that we didn't do well in that first game. I'm proud of the Huskers. I already said it, but my player of the game has to be Cale Jacobson. He's just a junior, so he's coming back for another year, thank God. But he didn't miss today. 6 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from the three-point line, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. He was all over the court. I'm so proud of him. So proud of Cale. Looking ahead, all right, I've got the bracket they released, a graphic. The Huskers, with being the 2 seed, get a triple bye. That means we don't play our first game till the quarterfinals. And thank God, that's next Friday. We need the break. I think it's good. Just get to watch some other basketball. It's going to be a tough matchup, regardless of who we're playing. Whoever makes it to the quarterfinals, you know how deep the Big Ten is. It's going to be a tough game. I don't think there's as much at stake in the Big Ten tournament. I think we can get bounced game 1, and I don't think it will affect our seeding. I really don't in the NCAA. I think today's win at home, closing out the regular season, getting the 2 seed in the Big Ten tournament, in the Big Ten, sealed our seeding in the NCAA tournament. I do think we're going to get a 3 seed, and I'm less worried about the Big Ten tourney now. I really am. I don't think it's going to affect us as much. It shouldn't, but I think it's good we get some rest. So, without further ado, I want to showcase the Big Ten tournament bracket. They just released this. So you see Nebraska as the 2 seed. We don't play till next Friday at 5:30 Central on Big Ten Network. That's the quarterfinal game. But you see Michigan the 1, Nebraska 2, Michigan State 3, Illinois 4. Then you've got Ohio State, Wisconsin, Purdue, UCLA. And then Iowa, USC, Washington, Indiana, Rutgers, Minnesota, and then the bottom feeders. So it's just good. Nebraska doesn't have to play till next Friday, man. You see the first round games start on Tuesday, but likely Nebraska, Northwestern, Penn State, that's a toss-up. Then it would be Indiana versus I'll take Indiana. Then Indiana would play Purdue. So it'd be likely we're going to be playing Purdue in that quarterfinal matchup. Likely going to be playing Purdue, or the winner of Purdue versus whoever the hell they'll end up playing. So likely going to have Purdue in that quarterfinal matchup. So it'll be tough, but hey, at least we got the triple bye. So Huskers, again, don't play until next Friday, and the quarterfinal matchup likely will be against Purdue, 5:30 Central, Big Ten Network, and then the semifinals and the championship is on CBS. So Tuesday through, Friday is Big Ten Network, Saturday, Sundays on CBS. And we remember Nebraska got to the Big Ten championship game 2 years ago, lost to Illinois. That was on CBS. So let's hope we can get to Saturday, Sunday. But either way, that is your 2026 Big Ten tournament bracket. So that's all I've got. Just 16 and a half minutes tonight. Very proud of the Huskers. Solid finish to a historic season, the best in Nebraska basketball history. 26 wins ties our all-time record, but that's in a whole season. Nebraska's got a lot more basketball to play, so definitely going to be breaking that record this season. But hell of a senior day. Fuck Iowa. Take that, you pussies. Our corn is better. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Love today, baby. Love today. I almost literally fell into a total depression when that game went into overtime. I was worried, and the Huskers found a way to get it done, baby. Cale Jacobson is the man. Love this team. Excited for what's to come. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave comments. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are after this game. What seed do you think we're going to get? How do you think we're going to do in the Big Ten tourney? Let me know. Pour it out, Husker fans. I appreciate all of you sticking with me throughout this basketball season. It's been a fun one, and there's more to come. Thanks so much. Have a great week, everybody. And like always, go Big Red, baby.